2023 here today at Jim's Firearms doing a little knife therapy, and today we're going to look at a few different knives. First off, we got the Benchmade Weekender. Got two different variations. You got this gray G10 for your grayman look. These come in at $225. S30V steel, stonewash, another little pin blade S30V. You got a little cap lifter. You know, it's a cool little knife. I prefer this green canvas micarta. It's not a polish, but it is smooth. You don't really feel the texture of the canvas as much. I mean, you could always sand it if you wanted to. It's got these orange pivot rings, and this one is that a satin on there? I can't see.
Almost looks like a bronze.
Like a bronze
pivot ring.
This one's like a dark orange. That one, yeah, I can see the bronze there. I like how they have that nice sharpening tool there. One thing that I do like about these is they're ground pretty well. They're not super thick on the blade stock. This little guy, you got a full flat grind on that one. This one's nice and thin. So I think they'd be good slicers, and as long as you're not somebody who wants a nice snappy walk and talk, you're not going to get that here. It's more of like a spongy feeling in the 90-degree area, closing area. So I don't know, pretty cool, decently thin. The weight's okay on it. Stainless back spring and liners. So yeah, that's the Benchmade Weekender. I'm gonna put that right there. I don't want to cut myself. We're taking a look at the newest Benchmade that is dropped. This is the tagged out. Don't know why they call it that, but this one, unlike the bug out, is coming in CPM 154. Excellent steel too, though. Super lightweight. Almost feels lighter than the bug out. I don't know if that's the case or not, but look how thin that blade stock is. That is something that I noticed right off the bat, is the blade stock is super thin, which I like because it should be super slicey. The bug out is super slicey because it has 0.10 inch blade stock or 0.09, something like that. This one right here has a nice clip point blade shape with a beautiful stonewash finish. You can still see the grinding lines like most Benchmades underneath that stonewash. Just they didn't bring it to a higher finish underneath before they stonewashed it. Decently comfortable. I will say that the FRN or whatever, this Grivery or whatever, the inside is a little sharp just because it's skinny and it has 9-degree edges, but I never really had a problem with the bug out with that. Definitely something if you want a nice backpacking knife. I think this would be an excellent choice, especially if you do a lot of skinning game, or you're doing a lot of slicing motion cuts. Excellent job for a clip point. So yeah, super lightweight. This is longer than the bug out, right? It looks like it is.
Your overall length is.
So pretty cool. You got the mini deep carry. Looks like a porkerized clip on there. Got a little bit different handle scales. Now, if the orange is not your thing, just give it some time. You know that the companies like Rock Scale Designs and Original Goat and all of them will be, and Flytanium will make some aftermarket scales. It'll just take a little bit of time for them to start tooling up. Sure, Flytanium will probably be the first because they usually try to jump on that bandwagon pretty quick. I don't know if this spring, the bar on this one is titanium like on the bug out. Hopefully they learned their lesson on that, because the bar lock can deform because of it being titanium. Like I said, I don't know if they changed it up on this one or not. Be interesting to check out. They did a good job in the sharpening tool. I love whenever they go up before the plunge. That way you have a good bit of sharpening left. It's like a flat grind there. So yeah, I think this one is going to be a popular one, especially for anybody who is looking for a good clip point, lightweight, backpacking style knife. Now this one came pretty off-centered, but it could be adjusted, I'm sure. And this is just the first sample they got in. Comfortable opening hole. action, you know, is fairly smooth. It might need to actually be loosened up, maybe, I don't know, but that's the Benchmade Taggedout. And hold on, I don't know if I showed the price tag on those. There you go. Next up, we got a couple Spydercos, and somebody was looking for one of these the other day. There's a price tag. This is the Autonomy II, and it's one of their automatics. I think these were made for the Navy Sea.
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. So, you know, this big old button there, I'm sure for gross motor skills under the water, you could get to grab it or something. I'm guessing that's the same with that pivot. I don't really know the backstory, but one thing I will say is this thing comes out super hard. You got the full flat ground blade, and this one is in LC200N. The first ones were in the H1 steel. I prefer LC200N personally. This is made in Golden, Colorado, so this is a USA made Spyderco. Very, very cool knife here if you're looking for a an automatic, a very tough automatic too. You got, you know, lots of standoffs. You got their lanyard post there, tip up, left or right hand carry, and of course you got the hole that not functional, but it's there because it's Spyderco. Like I said, that's the price tag on them. And if you're interested in one of these and you couldn't find it, call up at Jim's Firearms and ask for Brian. And you can ask for Ross. I really wouldn't, but you could. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to bust Ross's chops. He's standing right here. he's making fun over here. So you got a nice little secondary lock right here, and you can see that spring that is doing the auto action. I'm gonna put that right here, okay, Brian? Because it's hard for me to do one-handed. Okay, next up is another one that's kind of hard to get, but they got a few of them, I think, or they may.
Yeah, I got a couple in stock right now.
There's a price tag, and this is the Smok. Spyderco Smok with the G10 with the peel ply carbon fiber layer over the top. The Smok is an awesome, awesome knife. S30V steel in your plain Jane Smok. Just you know, nothing I need to say about it. I own, I think, 4 Smoks because I love the knife. Very fidgety knife. And they come with a secondary detent, so you can't open it in that way at all. And if you want to smooth them out, you can always remove that secondary detent if you don't mind voiding your warranty. Or just put it back if you ever have to send it back to them. Tip up, left or right-handed on this one. Nice deep hollow grind. These are nice and slicey. You got a reverse liner lock that looks like just a button lock right here, but if you look in here, it's pushing over a liner that's on the opposite side. So pretty cool innovation from Mr. Smok. And just a cool design that's been very popular for good reason. Next up is a fixed blade that I think is one of, you know, their Hall of Fame fixed blades from Spyderco, and that is the Spyderco Morin drop point. There's the price tag. I don't know if this is a Boltron sheath. It kind of looks like it, but it kind of feels like Kydex. I don't know. So I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me. You got the G clip on it. The thing that I love, I used to own one of these. The thing I love about this is that handle is so comfortable. It's got that nice palm swell. It's not, you know, anything, you know, expensive looking, but it's just a well-made Bill Morin design knife. Full flat ground blade, a VG10 that gets a wicked sharp. You can choke up right here if you want. Love the drop point blade. They also did another blade shape as well, but all they have is a drop point. I'm pretty sure these are full tang, but yeah, this is like a rubberized material right here in the front, and then you have like a more plasticky material surrounding the actual tang of the knife. So cool, a little fixed blade. Definitely one that I enjoyed for a long time. Kind of wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of mine. Maybe I'll pick one of these up here. All right, another one that has been two of them that have been kind of hard to get, and I figured if y'all want one and you can't find them, well, you know where there's one at. So this one is the youe Vision R. I reviewed this one on the channel. If you hadn't seen the review, check it out. This thing is awesome. some things I like, some things I don't like. $275 here at Jim's Firearms in the black murdered out version with the bronze hardware. Great action on these. They have this is a design collaboration with Ethnic Tan, and it has his super lock, which is kind of like a shark lock. You just pull this up to disengage that lock. Now you get one of these and you pull this up and it comes out and you think you broke it. It's not broken. He did that purposely so you can clean out if you get anything caught in that little spot where this goes. You can pull this lock up and out and you can clean it out with some compressed air or run water underneath it or something. The blade shape's awesome. It slices really well. It's nice and thin behind the edge. I think it's a cool looking design. The one thing that I don't like is the pocket clip. It's just weird. It's one of those kind of like a Graham pocket clip on the side. It doesn't get in the way for me. When I tested it, I had no problems with that clip, like, you know, giving me a hot spot in my palm. But maybe if you have a large, extra large hands, it may sit in the wrong spot for you. I don't know. You can't choke up on it. It's just a good looking knife, I think, and it's a very functional knife. Kind of wish they would put a little bit of fine jimping right there. It's not hard to maneuver, but with my hands, they just, I don't know. I think it'd be a little bit more comfortable for me. You could always do like that, drop it on that forward finger troll. 20 CV blade steel on these. Like I said, if you want to see more, check out my review. It did really well in my testing. Last up, these are kind of hard to come by, and when you can find them, they're going for a pretty good amount. They got one left, so probably one of my most recommended Kershaw, USA made Kershaws, and that is, there's a price tag right there. Hopefully it's coming through. This is the Kershaw Bare Knuckle, the 7777. I love the Bare Knuckle. I think it's an excellent non-assisted aluminum frame, deep carry pocket clip, full size knife, excellent action on these. Nice, beautiful stone wash. And these are in 14C 28N, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 14C. They got the sub frame lock here. And one thing that I didn't even, I forgot that it almost has like, you can see up here, almost like it's got a slight recurve up here in the front. But I will say, after the first or second, I think maybe my second sharpening, I don't know how many times I've sharpened mine by now, that kind of went away. One thing that I think would have made this knife a little bit better is if they would have done a nice deep hollow grind on here. I think that would have been awesome. But the way it is, it still is a excellent folder, especially, you know, at the $82. I think that's still a great USA made knife at a good price. They're going for like $127 on eBay. So they have one. This is the last one left. If you ever wanted one of these and didn't want to spend $124, I think $82 is a good price. Just give Jim's Firearms in Baton Rouge, Louisiana a call and ask for Brian. He'll take care of you, or Ross. I think that's it for today. I'll pull them all out on here again. If you want any of these, like I said, call them. Or if you want to know anything else, I can try to do my best to answer the questions. Like I said, I don't own these except for these two right here. I used to own one of these, and these are two new ones. All right, guys and girls, hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.